Hey everyone, and welcome back to Coin Carfs. Today, we're tackling one of the most asked about coins in modern American history. It's a coin that countless people find in old jars, inherit from relatives, or even stumble upon in everyday change. I'm talking about the 1974 Kennedy half dollar. And if you've ever looked one up online, you've probably seen videos and articles screaming that it's worth thousands of dollars. It's time to separate the overwhelming hype from the sobering reality. We're going to dive deep into the true circulated value of the 1974 Kennedy half dollar, bust some massive myths, and I'll show you the one single exception that actually makes this coin valuable. So, let's get started. Quick montage of exaggerated online headlines. 1974 half dollar equals $10,000. Rare Kennedy coin found in circulation. First, a little history. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964 as a memorial to the assassinated President John F. Kennedy. The initial 1964 coins were struck in 90% silver, which immediately made them a keeper. But rising silver prices meant the composition had to change. Side-by-side comparison of a 1964 silver half dollar and a post-1964 copper-nickel-clad half dollar. Graphics highlight the metallic composition. From 1965 to 1970, they were made of a 40% silver-clad composition for special mint sets, but circulating coins were now made of copper-nickel-clad. That's a pure copper core sandwiched between layers of copper-nickel. And this is the key point. By 1974, every single Kennedy half dollar intended for circulation was made of this common copper-nickel-clad, no silver. Nothing inherently precious. Just a lot of copper and nickel. And the U.S. Mint made a lot of them. Graphics showing the massive mintage numbers for 1974 Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark ***, 201, 596, 000 Denver Mint, D Mint mark ***, 79, 066, 300 San Francisco Mint, S Mint mark ***, 2.6 million, proof coins only. Let that sink in. Over 201 million coins from Philadelphia and another 79 million from Denver. That's a combined total of over 280 million 1974 half dollars. To put that in perspective, that's enough for nearly every single American in 1974 to have one. This is not a rare coin. It is, in fact, an extremely common coin, so let's get to the million-dollar question, or more accurately, the 50-cent question. What is your circulated 1974 Kennedy half dollar actually worth? If you have a regular 1974 P, no mint mark, or a 1974 D with a D mint mark on the obverse, right above the date, that shows signs of wear, scratches, loss of detail, fading, then its value is primarily based on its face value, 50 cents. However, as a collectible, it might have a small premium. In average circulated condition, what we call good to extremely fine, you might be able to sell it to a coin dealer or another collector for about $1 to $3. That small premium is really just for the convenience of a collector who needs one to fill a hole in their album, not because the coin itself is rare. If it's in absolutely pristine, uncirculated condition, called mint state, the value starts to go up a bit. A brilliant uncirculated coin might fetch $5 to $15, depending on its grade, with higher grades like MS-65 or MS-66 reaching $20 or even $30. But here's where people get tripped up. They see a listing on eBay for a 1974 half dollar that sold for $50 or $100. Aha, they think. It is valuable. What they're not seeing is the grade. That coin was almost certainly professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC and received a near-perfect grade of MS-67 or higher. Getting a coin to grade that high is incredibly difficult. It needs to have been preserved perfectly from the moment it left the mint, with no bag marks, no hairlines, no imperfections. For a coin with a mintage of hundreds of millions, finding one that perfect is like finding a specific grain of sand on a beach. It's rare, but the coin itself is not. Okay, so we've established the regular issues are common. But I promised you an exception. And there is a big one. In addition to the massive production at Philadelphia and Denver, the San Francisco Mint also produced 1974 half dollars. But these were not meant for circulation. They were proof coins. Close-up shot of a magnificent 1974 S-proof coin. It has a mirror-like background, fields, and frosted, detailed design, cameo. It's stunning. Proof coins are specially struck with polished dies and planchets on slower presses to create a masterpiece-like finish. They were sold directly to collectors in sets. About 2.6 million of these proof sets were sold in 1974. So, while 2.6 million is still a large number for a proof, it's tiny compared to the circulation strikes. Now, a circulated 1974 S proof doesn't really exist. It would be a crime to spend it. But if you have one that was taken out of its original cellophane package, it might have some minor handling marks. A typical 1974 S proof in its box and case is worth $5 to $8. If it has spectacular contrast, called cameo or deep cameo, that value can jump to $20, $30, or more so. To recap, your worn 1974 P or 1974 D is worth about $1. Your shiny uncirculated one might be worth $5 to $20. And your San Francisco proof is worth $5 to $30, depending on its condition. But Alex, I hear you saying, I saw a website that said the 1974 D has silver. It's an error. Let's do some myth-busting. This is the big one. The story goes that a few 1974 D halves were accidentally struck on the 40% silver planchets left over from 1970. Is it theoretically possible? Maybe. Has one ever been verified, authenticated, and sold by a major grading service like PCGS or NGC? No. Not a single one. There are rumors, blurry photos, and unverified stories, but without a certified example, this is considered a fantasy coin by the serious collecting community. Do not believe anyone trying to sell you a rare silver 1974 D outside of the third-party grading system. It is almost certainly a plated coin or a fake. There are some minor die varieties for 1974, but none are significant or valuable enough to command huge premiums, especially in circulated grades. We're talking about a small doubling that might add a few dollars, not thousands. Oh, what should you do if you find one? Check the mint mark. Asterisk asterisk, is it S? If yes, you have a proof coin. Treat it carefully. Check the condition. Asterisk asterisk, is it absolutely flawless with blinding luster? It might be worth getting graded if you think it's a top-tier specimen. Be realistic. Asterisk asterisk, 499.9% of you, this is a cool piece of history, but it's not your retirement fund. It's a fantastic coin to start a collection with, to teach a child about numismatics, or to just keep as a reminder of the 1970s. But please, manage your expectations. Alex picks up the common circulated coin from the desk. The real value of the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar isn't in its monetary worth. It's in the story it tells, a nation's tribute to a fallen president, mass-produced for a generation. It's a piece of history you can hold in your hand, and that will always be worth more than 50 cents. What do you think? Do you have a jar of these somewhere? Have you ever been tricked by the online hype? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that cuts through the noise and gives you the real facts about coins. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting!